Okay, so I sort of gotta talk quiet, but this is not intended to be like ASMR or none of that. But I want to talk about consciousness. Probably put this one in too. But so it's a lot. There's a lot of shit going on the planet. A lot of shit. Um, and one thing we have to consider is that not everybody can raise their consciousness to a certain degree. Um, I was just watching a bunch of conspiracy theory videos talking about the universe, the galaxy, consciousness, all that shit. Now, I want to talk about what's going on the planet. So, you have to understand me when I say this, bro. Bro, it's not no one correct answer. There's multiple different factors, and I want to speak about one. Now, it was one where it was talking about the tree of life, basically the garden of Eden, what the Bible say, oh, it's Adam and Eve and shit like that. Well, I wanna let you know there's a life before life even started. Think about that shit. There was a life before life. This shit is infinite, bro. You've always been existing. And people don't understand that. People think they're born. You're not born. You were already created. You had a life before life. I know that shit sound like, what the fuck? Nigga, that's how infinite this shit is. You had a life before you even hopped into a vessel. And I'm not talking about space. I'm not talking about other planets. I'm not talking about that other shit. I'm talking about when people think about, oh, a soul is created. Nah, nigga, you've been dormant within the fucking. You've always been alive, and most people don't realize that. Especially down here, we locked in this fucking system. Now, another thing you gotta understand is that yes, we already know it's other beings that run the world. They run this shit. There's nothing we could do about it right now. But one thing I'm gonna let you know is that our consciousness is going into it's let me break this shit down. So you have different dimensions, what they call, you got 3D, 4D, 5D, other, etc. And we moving into the fifth dimension of consciousness. All that we have not been using most of our mind or DNA. So just let this shit. I want you to let this just take this shit in. We have not been using most of our DNA. Number one, we've been using less than 10% of our brain. That's two. So you gotta sit there and imagine your DNA is dormant, it's locked, and your brain, you have not been using it. What do you think we've been doing? Why do you think they ban drugs, LSD, psychedelic drugs? They don't even really want you smoking weed because that's a lower form of psychedelic. They know this. That's why they making it. They promoting it. So you gotta sit here and understand, bro. When it comes to consciousness, this shit is infinite. Now, you are conscious when you hop into a vessel. Now, it's different when you are not in a vessel. It's totally different. That's real. What people think is real is fake. But I'm not going to get into this video. I'll talk about that in a different video. But this is a simulation and it's based off our mind. You can make anything happen right now. But in a third density, it takes time. You know how people tell you, oh, you got an auric field, you got electricity around you, you have a magnetic field. Now, this is the shit that I was just, bro, this shit just hit me like a ton of bricks. It was like, bro, what the fuck? So on a third density, magnetism is way much more. So how can I explain this? You are using your aura. What you take in with these two eyes affects your aura. And if you look like me, your reality literally gets, I'm gonna just say it like this. Whatever you take in with your eyes, it becomes your reality. So why do you think they got everybody going to school? They got everybody on this set program. They got everybody doing the same exact shit. It is because we are creating the one majority world. We are the power, and they know it. So if all of us focused on what they want us to focus on, we are creating. They can shift reality whenever they want using us because they can't do it. They don't have the they don't have the DNA, their mind isn't our mind. That's why they hate us. Because they don't have our DNA, our genetics, or our mind. It's totally different. So you have to sit here and understand. We are advanced. I'm talking about supremely advanced. I'm talking about this shit is nothing compared to what we can do. Now, in a third dimension, we are using less than 10% of our brain, bro. Look this shit up. I'm not making this shit up. Look at what we're doing. It's in the pudding. We do shit that don't use our brain at all. And when people say, oh, I use my mind, they want to say they read. That's not even really using your brain. Reading is stimulation. It's not using it. It's a difference. Anyways, but it's good. That's really good. Reading is good. I'm not trying to downplay that shit. If you read, that's a good job. You are ahead of the curve already. But real knowledge starts with meditation. Now this is where this shit get interesting. Now, a lot of y'all don't know. You can't, if you don't meditate, you can't raise your consciousness. It's not possible. It don't matter how much you eat good. It don't matter how much. It does not matter. You cannot switch. You cannot become an interdimensional being. You can't change your fucking dimension. You can't change it. It's not possible. I don't know why I'm just sitting here. I'm sitting here like these. But you can't change that shit. So you have to meditate and you have to incorporate just closing your eyes, being still. You'll start to realize. Now a lot of people tell you when they meditate, they tell you, oh look, when I meditate my thoughts go away. That's true. Now you get a chance to create the reality you want to create. But if you got all these thoughts, you are creating a fucked up reality. Why do you think all these people got a fucked up life? And why do you think the rich stay rich and the poor stay poor? That's how powerful your mind is at a third dimensional level. Think about it. So as we raise in consciousness, it don't change shit. You could raise your consciousness and still be suffering. But it will be way worse. It'll be 10 times worse. Because everything, let me slow down. So I was talking about the magnetic fields that we have. The energy field, the auric field, what we see with our eyes and our brain. Our pineal gland is the direct correlation to your right brain and your left brain. It's left and right. It literally is the center to master both, to use both at the same time. So what you don't understand and what people don't understand about the pineal gland is that once you open your pineal gland, that is the first step to becoming your higher self. And you have multiple different versions of you. Now when your third eye open, you start to see shit clearly, right? Your third eye is the center. I told you, your brain creates reality for you. So on a third dimensional level, it's already strong. You see people manifesting their dreams. They manifest their million or whatever they want. It don't have to be money. But they best life when they open their pineal gland, when they eating healthy, when they take care of themselves. Now, when you raise your level of consciousness, bro, when you raise your level of vibration, everything happens way more simultaneously. So your magnetic field is points, is layers, is different. Everything is points and layers. So I'm not gonna get into that shit because that'd be unnecessary as shit. I'm not doing all that. That's just too much. But you have to understand when you raise your consciousness, and we are only jumping up a little bit. So when we raise our consciousness to the fifth dimension, bro, do you know what you're gonna be? You're not even gonna feel your head, bro. You're going to feel your mind. You know how we feel our head? We are physically. That's the third dimension. Now in the fifth dimension, you lose all sensory. All of that is gone. You barely feel shit. You feel the real you, your internal self. Everything within you. In the fifth dimension, everything, you feel that shit directly. You feel how everything impacts you. And this is just the fifth dimension. That's why we had to go to the third dimension. We had to. Because in the third dimension, it could appear like we not in control. It could appear that way when they know. They know we control everything, but it appears to us like we don't really have control of what happens in our life. But in reality, we always had control. We couldn't tell because we was in a lower frequency, the third dimension. In the fifth dimension, bro, all that shit changes. You know you have complete control. You are now tapped into your mind. You can start using 100% of your mind in the fifth dimension, bro. Now the fifth dimension is a whole, everything's consciousness. This is why people say, oh, we reflections, because we all come from the same consciousness. That's bullshit. I don't give a fuck. Look, that shit could be true, but I don't think so. Oh, we all come from one great consciousness, and hell no, fuck no. I don't want to believe that, because if so, how the fuck is some people waking up and some people not? It would just be one big, it would be one big, it would be like everyone sleep. It would be like and I'm talking about on a third dimensional scale. I'm talking about on Earth. So you telling me if we all connected to the one consciousness, that some people just that fucked up and some people just that much, it's something, it just don't add up with that theory. I don't like the we are all come from one stem of one conscious. I don't like that. That's just something I don't vibe with. Like, it just stirs me the wrong way. It might be true though, but me, I don't think so. What I think is that we come from different ones. I think, you know how people got bloodlines, they talk about, oh, we come from different, because as above so below, we got different blood ties, families. I feel like we all stem from a different consciousness. We all have unique gifts and unique powers. And people don't like to talk about that. If we all came from the same consciousness, it just, to me, it don't add up. So I feel like we all come from, it might be a group of them. They showed you on Soul, remember? If you watch the movie Soul, it was like they came from different groups. They came from like different pods. I told you about life before life, right? On Soul, they show you that when the souls was being created, they was getting sent down to earth. They had a life before life began, right? They was already existing. But that's just shit we forgot because we've been trapped down here. So we don't know shit, right? So in Soul, it showed you that different souls came from different places. What about our consciousness? Our personalities, our spark, everything. They showed you the shit already. This is why I'm saying I don't believe in that one. I just something, it don't resonate with me. I feel like it's different ones. That's why some people have the same unique gifts. Some people it's just they come from the same cloth. And not just blood. I'm talking about your soul. You come from literally the same cloth. So it'd be a lot of similarities when you get around certain people. That's why they got soul families. You have the same type of train, the same type of thoughts, the same type of everything, right? That's just what I believe in. Now, that's not even a point, but when it comes to consciousness, you have to understand, universally, everyone has their own, they're entitled to their own thoughts. So they could do whatever they want. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion. Now, one thing people don't understand is that nothing is real and nothing is fake at the same time. I know that shit sounds scary as fuck. Like, what? Nothing's real and nothing's fake? So what are you trying to say? Bro, this shit is, people say it's a simulation. People say it's everything. But what you gotta understand is that this is all based upon our thoughts, our conscious, bro. So everything you see is about what you are thinking and putting into existence. And some languages make it much more faster. We forgot our original language, our original tongue. So when we have thoughts, it's not the same as we used to manifest shit instantaneously. We used to make shit appear. We used to have a thought and that shit used to like literally manifest. That shit used to literally pop out of thin air. It would seem like thin air. That's how connected we was to our entire brain. Most of us, we are in a zombie state to where we not using it. That's what I'm saying. In 5D, bro, your entire body will electrify, bro. Especially if you in this, bro. If you look like me, your entire vessel will start to electrocute. I'm talking about you will become an electrical being. Everything around you, everything about you will flow. Now hold on, I'm sorry. I keep forgetting. I got these headphones in, so hopefully I wasn't covering the mic the whole time. I'd be sort of pissed off about that, but it don't really matter. But what you have to understand is that, bro, a lot of people ain't gonna make it, and a lot of people have their own thoughts and opinions. But the truth of the matter is, bro, when we move into this new shift, this people calling it a solar flare, people calling it Aquarius age, 5D, all it's different type of names. It's going to be an event that changes everyone's life. And some people, your consciousness, it's a limit on your consciousness. You can't go further. It's what people don't understand. That's why it's even a such thing as hate. Some people consciousness can't go further. It can't grow. They don't have a, this is what I'm saying. This is why I keep saying it all come back to the same shit. It's not just one conscious, bro. And we don't all just come from one universe. That shit don't make sense. Like some people can't even raise their consciousness. Think about that. Some people, they can only go so far. They can only go in the third dimension. Some beings can't rise the ranks. That's why you have hate between fucking beings. Why is life not just perfect? Why is life not just beautiful and luscious? Because there's hate amongst our creations. These reptilians, their consciousness can't go to a certain extent, like ours can. It's infinite. Supposedly it's supposed to be infinite, but it ain't for everybody. So why do you think they are playing us the way they playing us? Because it's not one conscious. We just come. It's not like that. It isn't. I'm trying to tell you it's not. So a lot of y'all could still believe in that shit, but honestly, I don't believe it. And I'm saying I could be wrong, but I'm like 70%. Bro, I'm like 75% sure I'm right. We don't all just come from one universal consciousness. No, because every being would have the same. We would have all came to the same conclusion. Nigga, this shit wouldn't even exist. There would not be problems. There wouldn't be hate. It wouldn't be no killings, no murders, no none of that. Because everybody's consciousness would be at the same level. We will all be thinking the exact same, feeling the same. Now, we could be entitled to our own opinions, but our thoughts, our consciousness, we vibing so fucking high. Our consciousness is so fucking high. It ain't no reason to, you see what I'm saying? If it all came from one source. That's what I'm saying. It's different ones. So now we fucking with, this is where I want to talk about. And my phone might die. If my phone die, I might make a part 2, or I might edit. I'm not, fuck that. I might just make a part 2. Let me know if you want part 2 if my phone die. But I might make part 2 anyway. But this is where the universe comes in, where it's infinite. They got people saying it's infinite timelines, it's infinite possibility. It's so infinite. Why do you think so many people just keep saying it's infinite? It just, the rabbit hole, once you go in, it's just infinite. You don't come out that shit, because there's no one truth. There's no such thing as truth. That's the first lie. It's truth. What the fuck? That shit is a lie. There's no such thing as a fact. Everything is an opinion. Everything is the way you base shit. Now, some souls, they gonna sit here and resonate with this shit like, damn, there's no such thing as a fact, or that shit is, that shit is a lie, bro. All of that shit is a lie. They taught you everything so you could bend your knees down to these fake ass people that run the world, that don't want shit to do with you. They sitting there knowing all the secrets, all the gems, but yet they can't even raise their consciousness. And this is why we in a position we in today, because we lowered ours to vibe with them, to see where they came from, not understanding the consequences that come with it. We started doing things their way, and as we kept doing things their way, look at how we is now. They completely fucked everything up. Now people proud to be people out here, Black Lives Matter. All this bullshit. All of that is fake. All of this bullshit. They got all your emotions stirred up in a pot. They winding your shit up. But you have no clue. You can't sit here and just meditate and think about just shit like this. You can't just close your eyes. You can't imagine anything. Your imagination is gone. You can't think. You don't have your own thoughts yet. You let things ruin. You don't even know where these thoughts is coming from. That's a problem. If you don't even know where your thoughts is coming from, you can't control it. It just seems like it's rapid fire. You need help. You need to meditate. I don't give a fuck. I'm not talking about races no more. I'm not finna sit here and say black, white. I'm gonna just talk about your fucking consciousness now. A lot of people gonna start hating me. Can you raise your consciousness? Are you gonna raise your vibration? Are you going to accept or decline this shit? It don't matter. I don't care about race no more. Because certain people, and it's different. Certain people got abilities. Certain people can do things out of the ordinary. We see it time and time again through the cosmos. It's certain people that change their whole blood. They change their whole fucking clan. Whatever you want to call it. We all extraterrestrials exist and aliens exist. We are the aliens. That shit is real. Nigga, we came here. Nigga, you think people just fucking blow me. People be like, do aliens exist? Nigga, we right here. Nigga, we looking at each other every day. Do aliens even exist? I don't know, alien. Nigga, look at you. Look at you. Just look at me and you, bro. We are the aliens. Ain't no such thing as aliens. Nigga, everybody is it's just different life forms. That's it. It's different life. Talking about some, oh, I don't believe in that is just too much for me. That shit don't exist. But you look at yourself every day in the mirror, you get your ass up, go to work. You look at animals all day, talking about, ain't no such thing as other beings, nigga. You see an ape walk every day. You see a motherfucking lion at the zoo, a tiger at the zoo. You see a lizard, a cricket, an ant, bees. You see all these, but you don't think that way. All these foreign objects, these extra, they right in your face, but they gave them names. Oh, they bees. They this and that, and they make you forgot all about, nigga. You looking at shit different every day. Every day. You look at people that look different from you, but once you start raising your consciousness, you start to be able to control. Look, this is why they really hate us, because we are supreme. Once your consciousness is above another's, that's what they're not going to tell you. If your consciousness is above another's, you could control them like a slave. This is what they're not going to tell you. This is why they don't like us. Because if we really wanted to, we can make all of them our slaves. We can make everybody our slaves. We can make the entire universe our slave. That's why they so afraid of us. They instead of, it's so many, you would think everybody would like us, but everyone don't. Not gonna say everyone, but a lot of people don't like us out there, bro. A lot of people don't like us because they fear us, but we come from love because we are the creators. So you have to understand that, bro. These people here understand that. They want you to be so down so you can't control them, so they can control you. It's all about your consciousness. Once you start happening, bro, humans, bro, you're not even gonna look at them the same. I'm just gonna be real. I said I won't gonna put races in it, but their consciousness is trapped. Y'all can't raise y'all consciousness. And if y'all can, we haven't discovered it yet. It's limited. It's like y'all stuck in y'all lower chakras. You don't even have a pineal gland. You don't have you might have you don't have a crown chakra. 1,000,000% don't. None of y'all. No human being on the planet. Not one. So you have to sit here and understand this shit. It's all about your consciousness. So when we move to 5D, humans, we gonna look at them like insects. We gonna look at them like they bugs, like they pests. This is what they fear. This is why humans run the world. This is why we think they don't really run shit, but we have the appearance that they run it. So that we can give them the power while we just, they treat us like we the pest, right? The reason why they trying to squash us and get us rid of is because we rule, we control everything. We literally, bro, people talking about, I manifest. No, you are controlling reality. You are bending that shit. I'm attracting something. No, you're making it happen. I hate when people say, I'm manifesting shit. No, you're not. You are making shit happen. You're making that shit happen. It didn't come to you. You wanted it. You asked for it. It came. I am an attractor. No, nigga. No, nigga. It's gonna happen because you want it to happen. Right now, bro. Right now, you can ask for something. If your consciousness ain't at the right, bro. If you are not using 100% of your brain, if you are, let's say you are a third dimensional person. If you ask for something, the shit might happen in 3 years, but you ask for it, it's gonna come around. But if you at a high vibration, the higher your consciousness, the 5D, 6D, it's higher levels than 5D. It's way higher levels than 5D. But in 5D, shit gonna start happening in about the same day. Maybe 2, 3 days from now. And if your vibration really high, shit gonna start happening instantly. You might think of somebody. We are telepathic. You have done. Oh, I just thought about my friend and they just called me. Or you in a car with your friend and you think about a song and they have the same exact song in their head. It's shit like that. You create all this shit. It's your consciousness. We all fucked. Bro, I live in an apartment. Bro. And bro, these people, you don't understand how these people look at you, bro. These people resent you more than you think. They may appear to be, why do you think these, don't you see this shit? White people be all so friendly with their friends, and then as soon as they turn around, they turn into demons. Oh, I hate that bitch. Damn, you was just in that bitch's face. Oh, that's exactly how they do with you. And I'm talking about bro, I'm not trying to boost the numbers. I ain't gonna try and play with numbers, but a lot of white people don't really like you. It's an act because they can see the real you for you, a fucking supreme being that literally can do whatever he wants, unhinged, if he finds the power within. If you start raising your consciousness, why you think they trying to get niggas? They trying to trap niggas, bro. When they look at you, bro, the first thing that come to mind is the fucking Egyptian time. Bro, when they look at you, they be like, bro, I cannot believe this shit. They just look at you and they just be like, they like you so much they hate you. That's how crazy this shit is. They like you so much. How you gonna hate black people, but then you be at Lil Uzi Vert? They treat certain people like gods. How is that even possible? They pick and choose who they wanna celebrate, but then you'll see another black person, they treat them like shit. How the fuck do that even work? You look at Kim K like she a god. Oh my god, Kim K. But then you look at somebody that look just like Kim K, don't got no followers, and she's a peasant. This shit don't add up to me. It be like, bro, this the shit I be thinking about. It be like, bro, so you're telling me just because she got a lot of people that you gonna treat her off of that shit crazy. That shit crazy. But you won't. But if a god really showed up, you wouldn't have. Nigga, you're trying to kill that motherfucker. A real nigga woke up, they wouldn't be all happy and shit like how they be trying to make. Nigga, if God really returned on earth, do you think they would treat? Look at how they treating us. Look at how they treating me and you. So if you think a God came being a God, you think these people, even if, let's say the Bible was real, let's say it was one God, you think these humans will rock with God? These motherfuckers will try and kill him. Look at how they did Jesus in the Bible. And he was perfect, right? If it was the one God, that nigga would come down here, they'd kill him. Is you serious? Some of y'all don't think, bro, if it was just one God, the nigga would come down like, stop. He'd come down. You know, they be hyping this nigga up. Nigga, he'd come down here and they'd try and kill this nigga. Bro, they would literally try and kill his ass. They already did Jesus, don't they? Nigga, if God came down. Bro, I can't make this shit up. People just don't think. Nigga. So no matter we fucked anyways. We on a planet that they don't like us. They can't stand me and you, bro. We the closest thing to God. They even said that shit in the Bible. It's a specific sect, they be trying to, bro, we are the closest thing to God, bro. We are the closest thing to him, bro. And they know it. Just look at your own genetics. They have animal blood in them. You don't. You have a soul. They don't. You have a real personality. They fake. They are so fake. Everything about them is to make them seem bigger and better. When you find yourself, you don't want shit to do with this real world. That's why look at every person that's spiritual. They don't want shit to do with this world. They don't want not they don't even Instagram and Facebook, none of that shit. They don't give a fuck about none of that shit because it's not real. It's fake. It's social. It's, oh, I have this amount of followers. Man, that shit's bullshit. It's ego. Every person that's real about them, nigga, they drop that shit. Like, get that bullshit out my face. So when you go on social media, you seeing a bunch of egos running around. You seeing a bunch of people trying to be entertained because they cannot fulfill themselves, aka the human race. And then all of us that's at a super low vibration. They need something to constantly make them laugh. Ha 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 ha. But they can't fulfill their soul. Because guess what? They're not meditating. They're not raising their level of consciousness. They not thinking about the shit we think. Nigga, we feed our souls continuously. Nigga, we can watch the same... Bro, it's so fucking deep. We could watch the same shit someone else watching, but they looking at it like it's a movie. And we just fucking... We motherfucking... We just way different. Just a regular... You can't even watch a regular... You could try and watch a movie, but you'll just see everything they pointing out. It just be like, God damn. We don't live the same life as these people. They don't belong here. Bro, these people need to get their ass home. These motherfuckers need to leave. They've been on this planet for way too long. And we've been fucked up for way too long. Some of y'all don't understand this shit. I might go back on YouTube and insert a clip on my next video. I ain't gonna do this video. But bro, I seen that. If you know about the Sphinx, right? Bro, these motherfuckers, bro, they actually... You know how the Sphinx is all broken up and they try and make it seem like we don't know where it came from? Bro, these motherfuckers they actually admitted it was a black man. They finally starting to admit shit. Finally. They finally admitted all the snake symbolism. They finally came out and put the color back on the Sphinx, and they said it was us. They finally starting to admit shit. Now you see on the news, oh, you know, UFO sightings is getting crazy. They trying to slowly admit shit. Look at it. I ain't never, nigga. They are admitting to our greatness now. You ain't never seen that shit. These motherfuckers, they sounded salty as shit saying this shit too. Well, yeah, if you actually reverse the engineering and you put this back in place and this has the same exact nose, then they drew in our pigmentation. It was a black man, had a snake, the kundalini, the snake, the serpent, motherfucking had on that thing, had that nice beautiful neuromelanin, you know. And this is after we fell in frequency, so you have to understand we was different colors back then, y'all. Like this shit right here, we are like, you know them chakra colors, but we have purple, men. Think about all the colors. All of that shit real. Pigmentations. All of them. This ain't it. A lot of people, that's why I say, when people say I don't believe in aliens, look around you. They all around you. An ant. A fucking beetle. A fucking, even the man-made mosquitoes. They be creating shit. Everybody, they got this fixed connotation on life. Oh, everything has a creator, dumbass. Everything has a creator. I have a creator. You have a creator. Your creator just ain't as great as my creator. It's just that simple. My creator is just cosmically something totally different. And he has a creator. Even nothing has a creator. That's why it's a cycle of life. That nothing, that so-called Big Bang, has a creator. That nothingness had a creator. We just can't pinpoint it right now because of our consciousness, so we don't know. But I bet you everybody up there know it. I bet you these fucking reptilians know it, because they still got their memories. We sit here coming up with conspiracy theories, all this and that. Nigga, the answer is right up there. Nigga, we learn about this shit every day. Nigga, we the only ones trying to come up, oh, is it other, like we the only ones doing this dumb shit when it's completely obvious. Nigga, the fact that we are living, breathing, eating, and of course it's a simulation. Why is this a theory? This shit that blew my, why is it a theory? Nigga, of course it's a simulation. Everything's numbers, dumbass. You get it? Talking about, is this a motherfuckers be just trolling? That's how I look at this shit. Duh. Of course it's a simulation. And some of y'all are connected to it like Wi-Fi. And those with a pineal gland and a soul are not. We are all Neo. Remember when Neo became Neo? He won't a program no more. He was able to control it. Exactly. These reptilians can't do the same thing we can do. And they are above the matrix too. But they still are limited. This is why I keep telling you about consciousness. This is why they don't like us. Because they get down on their knees when we are true selves. They can't even look at you. They can't even be eye to eye with you. It's not even close. A lot of beings don't have it in them. Now, I told you, it's exceptional peace. Bro, think about it. It's an entire cosmos. Now, there's exceptional people. There's exceptional souls out there that do the incredible. That's like, damn, you of this. Nigga, how you that species, but you doing shit that rival us? They are special. It's special. It's always advancement. If you don't advance, if you're going backwards, you get erased. Nigga, if you are just, we don't need, nigga, it's an entire space. So you think we just gonna let you be a waste of space? Nigga, you not growing at all. And we gonna give you your time to grow. But if we don't see no improvements, you getting your ass killed. We are going to destroy you. And we're going to rebuild something better and newer. Even with these reptilians, they are advancing. Even though I know that shit sound like, what the fuck? They are advancing. It's advancement going on. This is why they are still alive. They are playing their part in the role. Some of y'all don't even know you have an entire multiverse within you. So you know how we all outward and shit? You could be your own creator of all this right now. You could literally, this shit they don't want to let you know, bro. You could literally meditate right now, go within create your entire universe, galaxies, all that. You could create a motherfucking, you know how the X-Men and shit, you could literally create your own time. You could do all that. So if you get bored with this, you could literally go within, create your own shit. You are an extension of this. So if you close your eyes, when you close your eyes, what is it? It's black, right? It's nighttime. You close your eyes. You finally become your true self. We call it dreams. Oh no, they're not dreams. They're far from dreams. You are creating your reality. Remember, shit just morph. You be in a dream, and then the entire dream just changed. How the fuck that happened? You did it. One moment you scared. One moment you strong as shit. One moment you strong as shit. One moment you scared. When you scared, your abilities to do things, you be punching slow, you be running slow, but when you confident, you do anything. Like you flying, you motherfucking God. You could do anything. Then you wake up, you back here. What the fuck? I can't do shit. So now it appears that it's a dream. Oh, I was doing all that event. I couldn't possibly do anything that magnificent. That's how we be thinking. Our conscious, when we come back down here, we not at the same consciousness we was just at. And that's the truth. Your conscious transfer was happening every night. People don't believe me. People when people watch me, they think I'm I'm insane. Oh, this little nigga, he don't know what he talking about. Nigga, when you go to sleep, your consciousness goes other places every day, every night. You take a little nap, you wake up. Literally. When you close your eyes, you in space. I keep telling people that. They don't understand me. Oh no, I'm still here. That's because you're not tapped in. You're not. You're trying to prove a point, bro. Literally, close your eyes, bro. You'll start to see dots. It's just light code lockdown. So we not as connected. So we can't really feel it. So when we go to sleep, we are actually leaving our body trying to escape this. We are trying to leave here. Sometimes you actually do escape, and then you gotta come right back. Because your mission isn't over yet. So this is why you ever think about when people just go into different, ever think about when planes just go missing and shit? Like, this is shit people don't question. Some people exit Earth. Go to a whole they be gone. I'm talking about they be gone. Some people be going trillions of years backwards in time and now they there. Some people be going ahead. Time travel real. This shit is easy. It's not even hard. That's a limit. We don't do that. That is, we ban ourselves from doing that. We don't, that shit, it's not, you're not supposed to do it. It fucks too much shit up. People do it. Talking about extraterrestrial life forms do it. Other races, they do that shit. And if we catch your ass, that shit is over with. You getting eradicated. It ain't no type of labor you not doing. You are fucked if we catch your ass. That's why people don't. We don't even allow ourselves to do it. There are specific people. There are specific people that only can do that. Specific. I'm talking about less, bro. A very specific group of intellectual beings only can do that shit freely. We limit ourselves. The shit's so easy. You may think that shit is impossible. The shit is so easy. I'm talking about, nigga, everyone can do it. Nigga, if you look like me, that shit is easy. It ain't hard at all. Talking about, nigga, you could just go 10 trillion years back into the. I'm not playing games. You could just go. You could just do whatever you want. This is why they want this power. So when they don't have it and they look at us, and some of y'all don't understand. They don't have a choice but to bow down. It's not even like we trying to. It's our power is so magnificent. They physically cannot even be standing, bro. That's how much power is in us. They can't even stand. They can't even look at you. It be too blinding. And my phone about to die because my shit acting retarded. But this is real shit. These people know it. These people, everybody knows your power except for us. So this is why they so afraid of the awakening now. Because let's say someone is controlled in 5D. Let's say they not all. Because when I was in 5D, I was afraid. I couldn't. It was hard for me to control my reality. I'm talking about I could have died so many times because I was scared. I didn't even want to leave the crib. I was so scared. Like I could have got hit so many times. But let's say someone in 5D control that shit. Nigga, they could open the sky. Nigga, you could literally crush this entire shit. You could literally stop so much. Just one person. This why they come for us so hard. One person could change it. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. 5D was way too much for me. I could not do it. And I'm letting you know, I probably still can't do it. Even knowing it, I could not do it. That shit was too intense for me. Looking at everybody in that third, knowing I literally was controlling my consciousness. I keep telling y'all, the higher your consciousness, you control. I'm talking about you control people, and they know it. It's not even like